All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. I am your host, Gerald Auger, and over, say the next hour or so, me, you, and all the chat are going to be shredding through a live-action Haiku Pro cyber range called Operation EVA. Now, I know I'm diving right into this, but hear me out. The Simply Cyber YouTube channel does a lot of different interesting things. We do morning threat briefings. We do live interviews with industry experts. And on Mondays, we play video games, but not just any video games that can help educate us and sharpen our cybersecurity skills. And I'm really, really excited about today's stream. Now, I want to call your attention really quick to the pinned comment in chat right now. You can see on stream, I got it right there. I just dropped it. If you're watching on YouTube, look at the pinned chat. We are playing this at haikupro.com. There's a link in the pinned chat. The range that we're going to be doing is Operation EVA. Now, Operation EVA is typically behind a paywall. People with premium access to the Haiku Pro platform can access Operation EVA exclusively, except for the next 60 minutes. Live right now, the range has been made free in collaboration with Simply Cyber, so you, the Simply Cyber community, can participate, can play along, follow along. I'm going to be doing an educational stream, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Obviously, people in the chat are all about good times as well. So if you'd like to play along, meaning you've got your computer up, you've got me on one side, and you're playing Haiku Pro alongside me on the other side, do that. You go to haikupro.com. You will pay $0. You will not have to pay. All you have to do is register an account, go into the platform, look for the word EVA, EVA, and just wait there. And we'll get you set up in a second. If you don't want to play, perhaps you're at work, perhaps you're just listening, whatever it is, you don't need to play along in order to get value from this stream. I promise you. I'm going to be breaking down the concepts that I'm doing. I'm going to be explaining why I'm doing certain things, what the value is, the different techniques. In this particular range, I'm going to show you two different ways to achieve one of the goals and why one way is going to be particularly better than the other. If you're watching on replay, unfortunately, the EVA range will not be free when you're watching this, right? Unless you caught it during this 1 hour session. However, feel free to watch the stream because even though you may not be able to play along, I promise you, one of my mission statements is to help people get into cybersecurity, and one facet of that mission is making sure that you understand concepts and just approaches and stuff. So let me check this out. I don't know if any mods are here, but mods, I'm going to be with mod chat open. So let me say what's up to people in chat. Hey, Dan Reardon, good to see you, man. Dan Reardon, your Simply Cyber Con talk placard looks amazing. Like really looking good, looking sharp. Hey, Nicole Hewitt, good to see you. Are you going to be playing along with us today? I hope so. Rodney Nico over on LinkedIn, good to see you. You're welcome, my pleasure. Glad to help you. James Randolph says he tried multitasking and listening and didn't go well at all. Got nothing done that day. Oh, I hear you, man. I do hear you. Solid. We got Nick Barker on the left coast coming in strong, my man. Just had a third round interview. Missed 2 of the acronyms they asked for about. Yikes. Well, don't sweat it, Nick. You know what I mean? Like, to me, acronyms, I don't know. I find that kind of be a trashy interview question personally. It's like, what is UDP? And it's like, what does it matter, right? Like, and I believe it's user datagram packet, but I'm not 100% sure. Like ASLR, like address system layout randomization or something, or address serial layout. I don't know, right? It doesn't matter. You know what you need to know? What ASLR does. ASLR puts Windows Windows functions in random places in memory, so you can't just point directly to it with a buffer overflow attack. Come at me, bro, because I don't know the acronym. UDP, you know what I mean? TCP, UDP, may not know the acronym, but I know one is, connection oriented and one is just, send it and let it fly. So to me, Nick, don't sweat those acronym questions. I feel like those aren't really measuring your ability to deliver cyber risk reduction to an organization. It's whatever. All right. Ayindi Perusa is going to be playing along. I love it. Hey, Alicia Jerry, always nice to see you in chat, especially on the Haiku streams. Misty-eyed, I hope the closed captioning's coming in. I've been trying to be very mindful of making sure closed captioning is enabled, and I did it for this stream already myself. Yeah, exactly. Casual Joseph knows what's up. Exactly. Might be confused with ASL. That's right. Well put, Nicole. Good callback on that. Oh, you got it, man. You got it. All right, guys. What do we got for head count? We got 50 people in here. Again, my name's Jerry. We're going to be playing alongside. We're going to be hacking in Operation EVA on the Haiku Pro platform. If you want to play along with me, meaning you've got the range up, you're typing on a keyboard, you're following along, you're learning with hands-on skill. It's absolutely free. While I'm streaming right now, the Haiku platform has made this range free for the next hour. So this is a grab it while it's hot live session. You go to haikupro.com. The link is in the pinned comment, which I have dropped down on the display right there. haikupro.com. And we're going to have a good time. What's up? You know what, guys? Just to give you a heads up, I'm going to give it about, let's see, this song's got 20 seconds. I'll give it like another minute for people to get in here. And then if it's okay with chat, if someone comes in a little later and asks, what are we doing? Can you just let them know? Hey, Scott Machias, good to see you. Hola to you, my friend. Hey, Leonardo, type it on the keyboard, but type in a report, not hacking. Boo. Leonardo, I've been waiting to see you on stream, my friend. Guess what I got? Guess what I'm doing? I'm already on chapter, and I'm going to show you that I dog-ear pages, so don't tell the librarians in the house. They're going to kill me. I'm already on chapter, I think, 2 or 3 here. Chapter 2. And I realized, Leonardo, this isn't an offensive security book. This is how to stop Leonardos in the wild. So great recommendation. Thanks, dude. I'm really enjoying reading it. All right. Just watching, Carrie. That's cool, man. That's what I'm up here for. Why are employers difficult when I interview for roles? Ty, I'm not sure. There's a lot of dimensions to that. Let's get those likes up. Oh, thanks, Misty-eyed. Very cool. 56. I hope a lot of people follow me on the follow-along tutorial today. We're doing Operation EVA. It's a good one. Leonardo, we're going to need your help on this one. It gets a little tricky with the with Hydra. We're going to use Burp Suite, but we're going to switch to Hydra for reasons, and we'll see how it goes. What's up, Prakash? Dungana, good to see you. Hopefully I got that right. Scott Mack in the room. Let me give one of these. For Scott Mack up in this house. I love it. Chris K. Hall saying Mike Miller's book's pretty good as details when the roles you can do and what you need to know in order to get them. Oh, that's great. Mike Miller does know what he's talking about. I love that guy. If I know how you stop me, I can come up with things to bypass you. All right, Leonardo, I figured. This particular book, Steve H., this is Visual Threat Intelligence, and it's from Thomas Rochia. He's from Microsoft. It's a great book. It's and you know what? It's got that, you guys know, oh my God, what is it? Holy crap, who wrote Practical Malware Analysis? I'm totally blinking. No Starch Press. You know how No Starch Press books have that nice, like, almost luxurious cover? I'm like petting the book. This book's got that. I love the actual, like, build of the book is really nice. High glossy pages. A lot of good graphics in here. Visual Threat Intel, an illustrated guide for threat researchers, written by threat researchers. And I'm not a threat researcher, but I am really gaining appreciation for this book. Again, Leonardo in chat recommended it to me, so thanks again. All right. New Red Rising book coming out tomorrow. Chris K. Hall saying, I'm not sure that one. Paul Dent, what's up, Paul? Good to see you. Paul's become a regular in the stream. I love it. What's the difference between platform and Steam version? T-Bone is asking. So T-Bone, the Steam version, and I'm not 100% sure because we're playing Haiku Pro today. The Steam version has, I think it has like less features than the Pro version. If someone in chat is with Haiku could tell me, I'd appreciate that. But there is a distinction. The world of Haiku on Steam is slightly different. So Joshua Gilman saying Hydra over Intruder. Yeah, exactly, Joshua. And that's why we're going to be using... Well, I'm going to show people Burp Sweep, but it is so slow that we're going to use Hydra afterwards. I'm going to show people why it is. So Jerry Howard asks if felons can get jobs in cybersecurity. This question does come up from time to time. The answer is yes, Jerry. It is possible. I do know... I know of a felon who does work in industry, but I do know it's a very difficult path. It doesn't mean it can't happen. It is all about network. If people know you and know you can do the work, like for example, my last 2 jobs, I didn't have to apply. I didn't go through like an interview process. I had a relationship. They needed some help. I could do it. I did it. Boom. So that's another angle for you, but it is tough. Okay. Finally, we're about to get right into the game here. So go over to Haiku Pro. Oh my God. Hold on. My Stream Deck keeps like reverting back to my morning. It keeps reverting back to my morning threat briefing for some reason. So I just hit like a quick, change on that and it didn't work. Okay. So let's try this now. Bro, come on. All right, here we are. Yeah, Mike Miller's book, Breaking Cyber Playbook. In fact, you know what I can do? I can bring it up on. Let's do this. Mike Miller, Break into Cyber, I think it is. Yeah. There he is, this guy right here. I'll drop it in the chat. There you go, Mike. Mike Miller, Break into Cyber book. Tell him you heard it on Simply Cyber. Mike and I always DM and stuff, so it'll be, I'm glad someone brought it up and said some nice things about his book. I want to learn from zero. How do I do it? It depends what you want to do, Gabrielle. You can go a bunch of different ways. The Haiku Pro platform is a good way to get up there. If you want to get started, Gabrielle, let me show you this. Go here, and this is like, I just wrote this the other day, so this is a quick start. All right, guys, so check it out. This is the Haiku Pro platform. If you want to play along, go to haikupro.com. We're doing the Operation EVA range, which is free for the next hour, so please get in here. Once you get into the range, this is what it's going to look like. Across the top, there's a range button. When you click on range, you'll be presented with this interface. From here, you could type EVA, EVA. Operation EVA right here. You see it? This is what you want. Everybody go to Operation EVA, and then we're going to launch. All right, Jacob Butler. We are playing Haiku Pro on web. You cannot play Haiku Pro through Steam. World of Haiku is played on Steam. Haiku Pro is played on web. We are doing Haiku Pro. Oh, man, I love Krav Maga. Don't even get me started. Oh, I love Krav Maga. All right, so go in here and hit play range, okay? And it'll spin up our environment. All right, here we go. Operation EVA. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Love Mondays. Gabrielle says it wants to pen test mainly. All right, so Gabrielle, what I would say is go here. Let me do this really quickly. You want to go to TCM. Give me a second. I'll get you what you need. Is this it? Here you go. This is Cyber Mentors practical ethical hacking course. It's 0 to hero. That's how it was originally built. Lots and lots of happy people on it. Go for it. I used to take Krav Maga. I stopped because we moved away from the studio. All right, so we are in Operation EVA now, okay? Oh, nice. Yeah, Gabriel, did I tag you in that link? Yeah. Yeah, Krav Maga is awesome. I love it. Let's see. Alan Norris says he's playing World on the web-based version too. That's why I can play it on any device. Yeah, it's really nice on the web-based version. Okay, so let's take a look at Operation EVA. So the way that Haiku Pro works, like every range on Haiku Pro, there is an objective, right? We, get ready for this, we have been tasked to support the covert entry team as a network operator for an upcoming operation. Your goal is to target the organization and obtain intel to pass along to the covert entry team to assist in their physical op. Guys, we are basically the guy in the chair, okay? You know, like when in Spider-Man Across the Multiverse or whatever, or Spider-Man in the Spider-Verse, you know, like his roommate, he's like, I'm the guy in the chair. I'm the guy in the chair, right? Like every cool action hero has some guy back at HQ who's sitting in a chair doing nerdy things, talking on his earpiece about, you know, like Ving Rhames in Mission Impossible series, or I forget who the guy was in Street Hawk, the Airwolf on Motorcycles show from the 80s, which is a wicked deep cut. If you know what I'm talking about, you just smiled. That one had a guy in the chair. So we're the guy in the chair, or the lady in the chair, okay? We're also going to look at the goals. So if you click at the other tab where it says Summary and Goals, you can see what the goals are. This is going to instruct us on what we need to do in these ranges. Remember, cyber ranges are designed to test your skills, or in some instances with Haiku Pro, test your skills and educate you in certain things. So to begin, our first goal is Reconnaissance, which is very common in attack kill chains, right? If you're an offensive security professional, Recon is your best friend. The target, so this is the goal here. The target has recently begun to connect their building infrastructure to the network, but their industrial control system interface, their ICS interface, there's an acronym, Nick Barker, has been left exposed to the internet. Find an exposed port to access the web interface for their building infrastructure controls. What port is the web UI on? Guys, this is totally practical, all right? First of all, this is a Kali Linux instance inside of our web browser. So that's what you're doing. uname-a, just to show it. This, you can see here, this is a Kali box, okay? Whoop. We're getting deep now. So if you just click on this black button right here, this is a terminal shell. This is basically how you interface with the underlying, you know, operating system, basically. You want to learn command line Linux, guys, or command line. You should be, I'm not saying you're like running around all day, every day in a command line, because applications with graphical user interface, GUI front ends is very convenient, but you should be comfortable popping a box open and like going up and down the file tree, right? So like right now we're in the root directory. We can see what is in the root directory. We got all these files and stuff like that. We're comfortable, okay? So let's see. BJJ is nice. Guys, BJJ is basically like the best like martial art. Like if you're looking to fight someone one-on-one. So Jerry Howard asks, is Haiku Pro beginner friendly? So I would say Haiku Pro has different ranges of different skill level. There are beginner friendly ones on Haiku Pro, but World of Haiku is more designed for people with no background in information security or computers. And then Haiku Pro is kind of like applying what you've learned in World of Haiku in real settings, okay? So again, the first thing we want to do is find an exposed port to a web interface. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to use Nmap, our trusty Nmap, right? Can you guys see this okay? I can't really zoom. Well, I'll do this. So Nmap, N-A-M-P, This stands for Network Mapper, Nmap. This is like one of the most seminal tools in our industry. If you don't know how to use something in Linux, you type in man and then the command name, in this case, man nmap, right? Like just like this. Just like this, man nmap. And this says, give me the user manual for nmap, okay? So man nmap. And you could see, we actually had IPSec on Simply Cyber Live last week. He's got his own, he's like so good and so popular that there's a certain nmap scan that he does all the time that he's like known. It's called the IPSec scan. So we could do that one. But you could see nmap gives you a default one here for something to kind of like eyeball and look at. And you can use the spacebar to kind of just option through this. You can see that there's a ton. These are all arguments that you can pass to Nmap, okay? OS, detection, all these things. Now, what we're going to want to do is we're going to do Nmap, just a really basic scan, nmap.10.161.73.58. Now, your Nmap, like, look at, if you're following along, look at the target IP at the top left of your Kali instance, right? Mine says 10.161.73.58, but we all have our own. You got provisioned your own server to hack on, just like I got provisioned my own. So if you want, you have to type in nmap and then the IP address for your target server. Do not type in my IP address. Type in the one that is in your target IP, okay? What is going on with the music? I need music in my life. Come on, buddy. Okay, we're going to go old school. We'll do this. We'll do this. Ooh. What is this? New music from, okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. Can you guys hear the music? Let me know in chat, please. Hey, Mono Julian, let's hack. We are in Haiku Pro. We are playing Operation EVA together for free. Go ahead and do nmap and then target IP address, okay, guys? And hit enter. I want to show you what's up. All right, you can see that finished really quickly, and it says no ports shown, right? So you might be like, oh no, what happened? Well, here's the thing. Without any arguments passed to it, Nmap scans the 1,000 most popular ports. So a port, think of a port as like a door on a house, right? Think of an IP address as a house, and a port is like a way to get into the house, like a portal. So there's a door port, there's a window port, there's a chimney port, there's a, what do they call those things? Bulkheads. There's a bulkhead port, right? Just to kind of make a easy parallel. So if your Nmap scan only scans 1,000 popular ones, it scans like windows and doors, but maybe you have, I don't know, like a secret passage from the backyard bunker into your house, right? And that's not common. So Nmap wouldn't scan that, but there are about 65,000 total possible ports that there could be. So in order to tell Nmap to scan all of them, you have to do, you have to add -p-, okay? That scans all open ports. Nmap -p-, okay? Thank you, Steve. Buenos dias. Thanks, Lobo. Hit that like button. This is great. All right, so Nmap -p-. Now let's see what Nmap comes back with. You'll notice it takes a little bit longer. And there we go. So you can see here, without the argument, we got nothing. With the -p-, we are now able to see 3 listening ports. Now, there's nothing here to indicate which one is the web server. We could try all 3, but let's pretend that there is like 50 that come back, and that's just too much work. We can also do, and I might be wrong on this, so, you know, don't make fun of me if I get it wrong. We can do -A, okay? And this is going to give us more information. Yeah, exactly. Leonardo, switching Spanish and English brain. -A will, well, it'll basically come back with a lot more information on those 3 ports, and then maybe we can understand which one is the web server. right? Because remember, according to the challenge, there is a web admin interface to the industrial control system, which totally happens all the time. Leonardo is an offensive security professional in chat right now. Leonardo, have you ever stumbled upon an admin console listening on a web server on an engagement? Let me know. Okay, so you can see right here, guys, and I know it's going to be a little tricky, but look, here's port 8812 that we saw, and it's running some type of Cherry Pie server. Here's 8817, and this is running a Cherry Pie web server. Now, this one, 8828, this is a Cherry Pie Way server, so they're all the same. This one, the title says something like UCEI, LMEI, and this one says dashboard test. So this one, dashboard, this would indicate to me that this is in fact a admin dashboard panel. So we're going to go ahead and check 8828. Now remember, the goal of this one, the flag we're trying to get is the port number. We think it's 8828, but let's go ahead and confirm it. So we can do, we'll do it a couple ways. So we can curl http://10.161.73.58, or you should put in your target IP address and do 8828. Hold on one second. I'm sorry. You got to put a colon in between there. What did I do? Oh, 8828/UI. All right, so we just did it on, we curled, right? So I'm going to show you the command I did. Curl is basically just like, it's kind of the same thing a web browser does, except it just pulls the data from the web server. Jazzy's asking, hold on. Jazzy's, it's kind of hard. I see that I've got like this stupid little emote thing in the way. What ports are normal to be running? Okay, so Jazzy says what ports are normal to be running. It depends, Jazzy, but like popular ports are port 80 is web browser unencrypted. Port 443 is encrypted web traffic. That's what we normally interface with a web browser. Port 22 is secure shell. Port 3389 is Microsoft's remote desktop. So there are some common ones, right? Like I think 20 and 21 is FTP, and 52 is DNS, and or 51's DNS. And I think it's 52. Telnet's 23. There's a bunch of like known ones, but like 8828 is weird. Like basically anything north of like 1024 is kind of like, you know, proprietary or whatever. But you and I, Jazzy, we could stand up a web server and have it listen on port 57,322, right? We could do that if we wanted. All right. One thing I want to show you. So you also asked what's curl. So curl is basically pulling back information from a web server. I'm just going to open Firefox really quickly and show you guys something, okay? So I'm going to type in the same URL. So I'm going to do http:// my target IP, which is different than yours. So your target IP, and then :8828. I want to show you something. All right, you see how we got presented a login interface? The operator already, and then no password. We'll have to get into that afterwards, okay? But let me show you something. I'm going to right-click and view page source. Okay? Jazzy Jazz, I think this is going to answer your question. Look at what curl brought back, okay? And then look at what is the source code for the web page that this is, right? What Firefox brought back. Do you see how they're the same thing? All curl does is pull back data from a web server. The browser has the ability to take that data and render the HTML in a graphical interface, right? So the web browser and curl do the same thing. It's just that the browser has the ability to render that HTML in a meaningful way. Okay, curl's pretty nice because you can you can like pull something and it won't like execute JavaScript. Whereas like if you go to this web page, like you might be hacking naked for a second there. All right, so we've confirmed it's 8828. So we can go ahead and put 8828 in our submission field at the top and then go ahead and hit submit. All right, and we did it. Oh my God. All right, nice job, everybody. I'm going to pause for a second. Does everybody, if you're following along, did you get the 8828? Are you with me? Let me know in chat before I move on to the second flag. Brute forcing. That's going to be a good one. All right, I'm going to start the brute forcing one, but just let me know in chat if you're having some challenges, and we can go from there. And Leonardo, I appreciate you're always helping people in chat too. So now that we've discovered the web UI, whoops. Now that we've discovered the web UI, right? We need to find creds to log in. To brute force the login, intercept a request to the login page with Burp Suite proxy, capture the post data in the request, and brute force the login with either Burp Suite or try Hydra, okay? Once you're able to log into the application, disable the recording and alarm. And the flag is, what is the password to log into the web app? So we're looking for a password, okay? So it's going to save us a little bit of trouble. And ranges do this from time to time, right? So it could have said nothing, and we could have like gone and looked through the source code and done other things. But what we need to do is brute force it, okay? So let's go ahead and brute force this. First thing we're going to do is set up, and do me a favor. If you want to follow along, follow along. I'm going to show you Burp Suite. We're ultimately not going to use Burp Suite to solve this problem, okay? Oh my God, Nick Barker. Okay. 31,337 is a popular one. Oh, I'm such a donkey. I just declined that. 1337 is another one. So Burp Suite is a web application security tool, I guess, to put it plainly. I'll show it in a second. Burp Suite allows you to create a proxy to be able to get in between your web browser and the web server, right? So when you click google.com in a web browser, right, and you hit enter, it goes down your OSI stack, out the door to that web server, comes back and delivers you that information. What Burp does is Burp sits right in between. So instead of it going from when you hit enter, going down the pipe and out, it goes over to Burp Suite, then down the pipe and out. And because of that, Burp Suite allows you to stop, inspect, modify before you send the packets out. This is how you do packet manipulation. And you can do like automate brute force attacks and stuff like that, which is what we're going to do here. Burp Suite is a super popular, super powerful tool. If you're doing bug bounty or you're doing web application pen testing, you definitely would want to give consideration to Burp Suite. All right, so first things first, let's go ahead and turn on the proxy. I'm going to go to the hamburger thing in Firefox. I'm going to go to settings. I'm going to type in proxy in the settings thing. I'm going to hit the settings button under network settings. I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to hit manual proxy. I'm going to say 127.0.0.1 under HTTP proxy, not HTTPS. And for port, I'm going to say port 8080. Okay. Okay. All right, so now we have just told the web browser application Firefox that we are using a proxy, meaning we want to route all our traffic through this 127.0.0.1, which is localhost, right? That's a reserved IP address on port 8080, right? So now, does that make sense? Am I doing this right? Hold on. Proxy. I'm gonna open the here. Let's open the browser. Hold on. Open the browser. What am I doing wrong here? Did I do something wrong? Did I do something wrong? Hold on 1 second. I feel like I'm like missing the forest for the trees right here. 1 second. So the proxy's working, the intercept is off, but I can't turn it on. Oh, there we go. All right, so you see how, you see how I was able to refresh the page and it worked? Now when I refresh the page, Burp catches it. This is called catching the request. And right now, if I go back to Firefox, you can see it's still loading, right? It's hanging. The reason it's hanging is because it hasn't heard back from the web server yet. The reason it hasn't heard back from the web server is because I've caught the request in Burp. Now watch, if I say forward, right? If I click this forward button, that's going to say forward the packet. So watch what happens here. You'll see, watch right here. Watch right here. You'll see this end when I hit forward. Did you see it? The reason it's doing it is because I'm forwarding it to the web server, okay? All right, so that now we're catching packets. We've confirmed our Burp suite is right. So now let's do this. Oh my God, bro. 1 second. Forward all the requests. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna type in Jazzy Jazz for our password, okay? Jazzy Jazz, okay? And we're gonna hit login, okay? Now check it out. Do you see right here? There's Jazzy Jazz's name. This is what we typed in. When you type a username and password in, you have to send it to the web server somehow so it gets captured in the packet, and we're not encrypting the data so we can see it when we send it. Now the question is, oh, why did I choose 8080? I don't know. Like I don't everybody in the community always, I don't know. I just do 8080. To me, that's just like my go-to non-default port. Ayinde says, what was the proxy setting again? Let me show you that really quickly. If you go to settings, type in proxy, hit settings, and then you go here, you hit manual configuration, you do 127.0.0.1, and you say port 8080, and hit OK. Okay. All right, so now let's go back to Burp. Okay, so check it out. We got our username and password, Jazzy Jazz. So that's good. So now what we need to do is we need to send this to Repeater. Okay? Burp has a bunch of different features, and because we're doing brute force attacking, we want to use Repeater. So let's click on Action. I think this is right. Action, and then send to Repeater. Okay? So I clicked on the Action button, and then selected Send to Repeater. I click on the Action button, and I hit Send to Repeater. Whoops. Oh, crap. I sent it to Intruder. Whoops. Hold on 1 second. All right. Click Action, Send to Repeater. Now you see Repeater turns orange, and we click on Repeater. Now, oh, hold on. Is it Intruder? Oh my God, I'm a donkey. I'm a donkey. Do not do Repeater. Like, it should say like 1 and 2 here. I'm such a donk. Click on proxy. I'm sorry, everybody. Click on proxy, hit Action, send to Intruder. Send to Intruder. Click on Intruder and scroll down, and you'll see here. You'll see here that here's our payload. And we're gonna clean it up here in a minute. So scroll down. I use the right bar here, this thing right here, to scroll down for me. And I'm going to be modifying these things. Now, there is probably an easier way to do this, and I just don't know how to do it. Rodney, Nikoi, Casually, Joseph, Leonardo, if you're still in chat, let me know. Even Joshua seems to know a lot about Burp. Tell me if there's an easier way to do this. Basically, what we're looking at here is, you see how it's in green? And it has these like little squiggly graphics, or like, I don't know what glyphs those are, but it's like a really weird looking graphic font thing. That is saying anything between that is a variable, right? Well, we only want to screw around with the password variable. Everything else is good. So what we need to do, and again, there's probably a better way, is I'm going to click on it and delete it. And I'm going to do it for all of them. By deleting that little graphic thing, I'm telling Burp it's not a variable to mess with, okay? All right. Now, I'm going to leave Jazzy Jazz there because that's fine. And I'm going to delete this ID. All right. So now here's what it looks like. I'm almost a little concerned because that wasn't in green. So I'm actually going to go back and... Whoops. All right, so this is what it looks like now. We've got our stuff, but Jazzy Jazz is still inside those little graphics, okay? What's up, Tomas? Click on clear on the right. Oh, okay, let me... Oh, was that clear all of them? Or you just like highlight the variable and then click clear? Oh, all right. So I clicked clear to clear all of them. Then I click on this one and click add. Oh, you gotta you gotta put it where you want it. I see. All right, that works. All right, so long story short, as long as you have something like this, this is where we're good. Thank you very much, K-Heat. Thanks, Leonardo. I knew there had to be an easier way than this like hunting and pecking version. Ah, Jacob, good point. Okay, so these are strings, and this is an integer, so Burp sees them differently. Okay, cool. Well, we're good. So now our positions are good. Let's click on the payloads tab, or whatever you want to call it, and switch over to that. So now payload set, what we're going to want to do is we're going to load, like, so technically you could create your own little, like you could enter your own, like, Leonardo and add it, right? So now, like, now if I was to run it, it would just try Leonardo, right? And I could add manually a couple things. But typically what happens is you have a password word list, or you've dumped creds, like you dumped AD creds, or you stole, a password, something like the LinkedIn breach, and you're just going to run them across stuff, right? This is what you would do. So let's go ahead and click load. And then I'm going to go up a directory, and I'm going to go to user, USR, share, word list, word lists, and then rockyou.txt, okay? Now it's going to take a minute to load. So we're loading that right now. Let's give that a minute. And again, yeah, word list display later, exactly. Cool. All right, so you can see already that, like, just looking at this already, you can see that by loading that, we're putting heavy load on the server, on the machine already, and it's taking a while. So it's going to load up, and we're going to be able to run it in a second, but let me show you what else we can do, okay? Going back to our trusty terminal shell, it does say in the hint that you could try Hydra, okay? So we're setting up the burp suite, but we also want to try Hydra. So let's do man Hydra, right? And we can see here a very fast logon network cracker. It's got tons of oh my gosh, guy. Tons of options that we can do, and we're going to use a bunch of these, okay? But the key one is we could pass it a password file with a capital P. We already know the login name because it gave it to us, operator, right? Oh, the section symbol. Thank you very much, Rodney. I did not know that. All right, so let's do Hydra. So we're going to say Hydra. Okay. Give me 1 second. This music's not bad for a little casual hacking on a Monday afternoon, right? All right. So we're going to say Hydra and then the target IP. Oops. Hydra and then the target IP. Right? By the way, you can see in the background, like, look at my machine. Like Casually Joseph said, it sounds like the machine's probably going to take off. All right. I wonder if I screwed it up by having Leonardo in there. Remove Leonardo. Let me go ahead and load. All right, I'm just going to add that RockU text again. All right. Okay, then we're going to say -S and then use that port 8828. Now, -S is the port argument. The reason it's the port argument is because -P is for passwords. So just because -P and Nmap is port does not mean that that's consistent across all things. All right, so we've got our -S. Now let's do -L operator, right? And we'll do -P. And we'll do that same user share, word lists, RockU, okay? And let's let that run, okay? Now, we got some issues here. Let's see what it says. We did -L login, -P file. Let's see. It did not like that, though. It did not like it. Now, part of the reason it didn't like it is because we have to, I don't know if you remember how it was set up over here. Oh, God, Burp Suite. Hold on 1 second. I can't show you. Okay, so while that's loading, you can also say hints, right? So let's take a look at the hints. You don't have to click on the hints. I'll click on them for us. All right. Now it's saying you might find the right password in rocku.txt, right? So that's good because that's where we are looking. Let's look at the second hint, okay? It says some tools run faster than others, right? Burp is slow, Hydra is fast, so maybe we should use Hydra, which we're doing. It does say in the hint, ensure we're using the HTTP post form in the command. All right. And then it gives us a website to check out. Let's check that out. Okay. We are currently not using HTTP post in the argument. So that's something we're going to need to add. Okay. Let's take a look. Oops. And you can see we could also do man Hydra and then grep that for HTTP or for form. Oh, you can't grep that way? Oh, -C. All right, so let's see what it says for HTTP. Okay, so right here you can see HTTP -post form. So, and it said in the hint we have to use HTTP post form. So we need to push that. So obviously, and by the way, like this one I did do some prep work for, so I'm not anything special. But you can see here that it has this JSON method params thing when you're sending it to the web server. And we're trying to make it look like, oh, thank you, Ty. We're trying to make it look like a real request coming from a legitimate request. So we have to make it look right. So let's try this Hydra again. See what I did wrong. -P. I did use a -P for the password list here, so that's okay. But what we do need to do is use HTTP post form. Okay. By the way, looking back at Intruder, I don't know why it's not showing. It's like not even loading the password list, right? So I don't know why that is. But let me do this really quickly, okay? Real quick. Leonardo, and I know I'm spelling it wrong. I'm just doing this for fast. Casually Joseph, Jerry, Haiku, Simply Cyber, Fubar, Carrie, Jax, Kimberly, Josh, password, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or whatever, and then I give up. Okay. Now let me save this off and say basic password list. Okay. So now we've got our little basic password list. All right. I just want to show you an example. So let me load this. See, we have this basic password list we just created. And then you can see right here, it loaded it right in, right? So this is that same list. You can see Jerry, Casually Joseph, Carrie, they're all here, right? So now, if we were going to use Burp, we could say, okay, we're ready to go with Burp. Everything's loaded. Start attack. You see this orange button? And let's watch what happens. Now, here's the thing. It says it's pretty slow because we're not paying for Burp, right? So just be mindful of that. It's very slow. But here we go. Look. It is trying all the passwords. And it is, you can see here, it says finished. It is finished. And here's the deal. It doesn't say like, oh, congratulations, you did it. You nailed it. This is measuring the response of the, this is measuring the length of the response in characters or bytes from the server. This is the HTTP server status code saying 200, which is everything's A-OK. These are all 339, which means these are all fails. It would be something other than 339 if it was not a fail. So this is how a Burp Suite would work to do a brute force attack. However, in order to use a big password list like RockU, it's not going to work because it's just not going to work. So we need to use this HTTP post form. Now I'm going to cheat a little bit here, and I'll put this in chat for everybody. And if you're watching on replay, I'm sorry. You'll have to pause the video. But, oh my God, what is this? Get out of here. All right. Okay. So what I've done here is I've done HTTP post form. Then I have to do the tick mark, so I have to add a backslash or else it's going to screw up the way that it interprets it. Then I used JRPC and then JSON RPC2 method login params user, which is this is a wildcard or variable inside of Hydra. This pass is a variable in Hydra, and you can see ID2, right? Now check it out. If you compare what we're getting from here right? Do you see how this and this look very similar? It's not a coincidence. This is what we're doing. And this is how you get it to work for Hydra, okay? You have to make it look like this by doing this. Now, I'm gonna put this in chat so people who are following along can, you know, basically copy and paste this, okay? Oh my God, what is going on? I'm just gonna run it. Hold on. I can't seem to select it. All right, you can see it is now grinding. It's working away. It's doing its thing. Okay, it is grinding. Look at us just grinding. There it is. Okay, and boom, you could see Hydra in probably 15-20 seconds gets the password. The password is password 123. We did it with Hydra. I'm going to go ahead and put the argument, or I'm going to put the command in chat so people on YouTube can follow along. If you're on LinkedIn, you'll have to come over to YouTube. Okay? And you have to change it to say target IP, whatever your target IP is. Oh my gosh. Bro. All right, here we go. Chat coming in hot. I can't do the entire thing. All right, you'll have to add your own. Here you go. Do this and then add. One second. You have to. That's the first part, and then the second part is that. Okay. Yeah, I'll kill the proxy. Thank you. Well, I'll just turn intercept off. Yeah. Okay. So hopefully that works for you guys. We have just done brute force attacking on a web page using Hydra. And the trick, not the trick, but like part of the thing was we had to use this kind of like HTTP post form structure to make it look like it was in there. Okay. So let's go ahead and go up to here. The password is password 123. Password 123, okay? Let's go ahead and submit it. Yeah. Okay, so now we've done that. Let's go back to our actual web page. Okay, and I'm going to type in password 123. Hold on. All right, we're in. Now remember, if you did the Burp Suite thing, you have to turn intercept off. All right? Or you can do it this way, which is also fine. Go back to your settings, you type in proxy in the search bar, click the hamburger menu in the top right. Go to settings. In the settings search bar, search for the word proxy, then click the settings button. Then go down and remove the manual proxy by simply clicking on no proxy, right? Hit OK. Okay, now we're back. Again, the password to log in was password 123. We were able to brute force it using Hydra. Okay? We're straight rocking it, y'all. We are you guys, anybody Roots fans in here? Anybody Roots fans in here? I might play a quick Roots song. I'm sure it'll blow the copyright up, but that's okay. We are the ultimate rockin' it. If you know that song from the Roots Come Alive. All right. We are in this box. How many people are with us still? 64? Good. If you're following along, I hope you're enjoying it. We are presented with what appears to be a closed circuit TV interface. You can see here, this is a web admin. This is what we talk about when you get unauthorized access. We are not supposed to be here, but we are in control. Now, the interesting thing is, remember, in the story, our Mission Impossible team is going to break into this facility, and we are helping them from the chair. Let's see what they say. We've gained access to the web UI of the covert entry team has asked us. We've been asked if we can remotely disable the CCTV recording and alarm. It looks like that functionality is part of the application. No hacking required. That's right. Sometimes, guys, we can just live off the land and take advantage of what's there. So let's take a look at what they need us to do. We want to disable the CCTV, which looks like this guy right here. What is this? This looks like a CCTV, doesn't it? Let's turn that off. Ah, nice. Not doing that anymore. And let's turn off the alarm. Now, this says alarm. So let's turn that off. All right. We could, what else could we do? We could turn the lights off. Oh, we turned the lights on. Look at, see how the lights turned on? That's funny. Lights on, lights off. We could turn the air conditioner up if we wanted to. Ooh, turn the lights off on these people. Now, we would definitely be giving ourselves away right now. What's up, Justin Gold? Good to see you. Burp Community Edition and Bug Bounty Boot Camp book. Oh, nice. That's cool. What was the question, Ty? Jacob asked, would you recommend buying any tools? Like, for example, if I wanted to get better at bug bounty hunting. And Ty suggested Bug Bounty, Burp Community Edition. Yep. Burp is definitely the way to go. Lots and lots of people use Burp. Not to mention on bug bounty platforms, they'll give you like the proxy configuration to load into Burp to make sure that you stay in scope, right? All right, so we went ahead and turned off the alarm and the CCTV. I'm just going to go ahead and click the submit button and see if we got it right. And we did. All right, let's go, let's go, let's go. We are good. So at this point, you should be on final flag 4. Let me know if you're not on flag 4. All we did for that one was, just like it said, no hacking required. We turned the alarm off and the CCTV cameras off just by clicking them, right? And then we hit submit. Burp Suite Pro. Yeah. I know. Let me see. Like, how much does Burp Suite cost? Does Burp Suite ever run like a deal or anything? I know most bug bounty people will tell you, like Jason Haddock's, Nahamsek, they'll tell you like investing in Burp Suite's worth it just because, you know, just the amount you'll use it. What is going on? Why is this so slow? Here, let's do this. Burp Suite pricing. Let's do that really quick. I'm curious if people know. I mean, is it reasonable? Let's see. It says $449 per year. Holy crap. This is Enterprise Edition. I don't want Enterprise Edition. How do you... Is there a... Burp Suite Professional? Is this a professional plan? Anyways, I don't know what the professional plan costs. This looks like it's the Enterprise Edition. Yeah, oh, thank you. $450 a year. Here's the thing. If you get one bug bounty, it'll pay for itself, right? And it's much faster. Okay. So I'm assuming that everybody's with me right now. We're doing the final flag. According to the range, we got 10 minutes to solve it, right? All right, so let's see what the range says. Investigate the application and compromise further. We believe that the server contains additional information that would be useful to the covert entry team, such as alarm disarm codes, alarm system, and physical access control system badge information, and employee schedules. Jesus, they got a lot going on here. What's Jim's badge number? Okay, let's go. Let's see. I'm gonna have to read the hints really quick because I'm not even sure on this one. We're doing remote code execution here. It says investigate the application and compromise it further. We believe that it contains additional information. All right, so we are seeing this is a version number. So I'm just gonna see if this has like a known bug, right? All right, let's do EVA. See if there's vulnerability. This is what it would look like from a not an attack perspective, but like this is what I would do if I was searching. Hold on one second. Shoot, I might be late for a meeting. One sec. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I might be late for a meeting. 1 second. I am. Oh, crap. Hold on. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Donkey. Is this... Hold on. Stay tuned. Give me 1 second. You guys can talk amongst yourselves. Give me a second. Oh, yeah, you're on it. Sorry, everybody. There was a meeting at 5 that I was supposed to be in that I just discovered I'm not in. All right. Let me go back to chat. What is it? Yeah. Let me check search exploit. That's so funny. I could try search exploit. Yeah, I totally forgot a meeting. Like totally blew. It's my meeting too, which is kind of funny. But it happens. Oh my god. Let me see. All right, so let's try search exploit. How do I use search exploit? It's search exploit, and then we're just searching for keywords, right? So let's do that. Okay. All right, search exploit. Let's search my calendar. Search exploit, and let's say EVA. That's not good. Let's do search exploit EVA ICS. Whoops. Search exploit EVA ICS. That didn't work. Could we do EVA-ICS? No. EVA. Just look. All right, so any of these actually looking right? Oh, there's a whole bunch. Give me a second. EVA Web. And these might be it. These look promising, right? EVA Web. PHP. Let me see. All right, hold on. It looks like, let's do the hints really quickly since I'm like crushed for time right now. What version is running? All right, that's actually what we were looking at. So we're on the right track. Review the documentation for the API. So it's an API hack. Let's do that. The thing is, this doesn't make for good streaming content because, like you're gonna watch me like goober around. Like sometimes it takes a lot of work. Go to common methods, general function. All right, general functions. Okay. Let's see. I got some notes over here. Oh. So Leonardo, how excited would you get if you saw this in documentations? Execute a remote system command. That's pretty interesting. Okay. Let's see. Whoops. Wow. You can also. I don't know if install a package lets you install files, but I think it would. So you could upload files as well, maybe for a reverse shell. Yeah, exactly. Butler NA. So I think that this is like the Leonardo special right here. Execute a system command and install packages. So let's what would we do? How do we do this? Execute a command script. Let me see. So scripts are named as xc-cmd/script name. Here's an example of a file. I wonder if we could do this to write a script. Here's what I would do. I think we're running low on time. Let me check my... So the range is going to end in 3 minutes, which is not going to be enough time. But here's what I'm thinking. We write a custom little script that basically does a reverse shell call. So we set up a listening service on our own Kali box, and we send this command to the box and see what happens. I think that's how it would work. Let me see if I can do it really quickly. What's the website for like shell, like pwn all the things? This is a great website. Pwn all the things. No, that ain't it. Where is it? What's the website that has all the reverse shell? Like, there's a website that has all of the commands on it. I guess reverse shell cheat sheet will work. Let's do a bash one. Here we go. Alrighty, and then let's do this. 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 Let's do. Well, hold on. I gotta get my IP address here for my box. So we need to know the IP address of our own Kali box because we're gonna make a reverse shell call to it. So this is it right here. Again, I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time to do this, but thank you. And we'll leave it at 4242. That's fine. Are these 3 different ways to... This is 3 different ways to do this, right? This isn't like... All these commands aren't needed. It's just one of these. All right, let's do this. Bro, you're killing me, Smalls. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Oh my god. Here's where I do nano. Pwn.sh. Let's do this. 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 We've got our little pwn shell. And now we need to do xc-cmd.pwn.sh. That's fine. Oh wait, we have to use the bin shell, right? Let me do this really quickly. Nano. I think we need to do this. Right. No, oh my god, bro. Is it /bin/bash? Right. Oh, get out of here with this noise. No! 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 Alright. Alright, so that just ended. Timer completed. Womp, womp, womp. Where's the, please cue up the sad trumpet sound effect, please. All right. Range ended. I did not win. I do think that was the way to do it, though, was to get a reverse shell, create a listening service on your box, and have it connect back. Let me do this. All right, guys. That was a lot of fun. Hopefully you enjoyed playing along. I guess I'll leave the final step to you as an exercise, but just to make it fair for everybody. Let me do this really. Oh my God. Just to make it fair to everybody. Let me show you my this is like a little this is my local Cali. Right? So you would use that you would use this command here to basically have a reverse shell. So if you could make that server execute this command, which is what this does right here. But if you make this command, right, to the machine using whatever, Python, if you want, I don't care, right? Whatever you want. If you can push that command, it will make the call back to your box. Now, the one thing, if you're going to do this at home, if you're watching on replay, the one thing that I would say is, for this command right here, you got to put in your local Kali box's IP, and this is the listening port. So if you're going to do, but what you have to do on your machine is do netcat-lvnp and then 4242. Okay? And now this is a listening service waiting for a connection. So when you execute the command on the remote server and it reaches to your machine and makes a connection, that's a reverse shell. And when you see it make the connection here, it is one of the most satisfying, gratifying dopamine hits you will ever get. Reverse shells are so delicious. Oh my God, they're so good. All right, so that's kind of the final step with all of that. Let me see really quickly. All right, let me switch over to this guy. All right, so let me pick a little something, like some music that's like a little less low-key stream, bro. Is this it? What do we want to do? Can we do this? Like, this one's called Recon. Dude, all this music is like killing me. All right. All right. You know what I'm going to do? I'll tell you what, guys. I really appreciate everybody being here today. I hope you learned something. I hope you got some value. I love this song. My name's Jerry. This has been Simply Cyber. We've been playing Haiku Pro. The range that we played, Operation EVA, was challenging. We did learn how to use Burp Suite and Hydra to brute force attack the administrative interface website login. You can do it too. We switched from Burp Suite to Hydra because Burp Suite Community Edition is very slow and we wouldn't have had time to finish it. We used Hydra very effectively. We did have to use that HTTP form post argument to make it work correctly. We were unable to get the final step of the puzzle because we ran out of time. But it's important to note, I'm up here streaming and trying to make this entertaining and educational. And with all due respect, being real here for a minute, like, this isn't the movies. You don't just like click, clack, click, clack, click, clack, and then you're in. And like, or the movie, you know the movie Swordfish when John Travolta like tells Hugh Jackman to like break into the DOD, and then he like puts a gun to his head and has like some woman doing some stuff to him, and then he like 15 seconds he's like, I'm in, right? Like, no, that crap doesn't happen. You have to do research, you have to do analysis. There's a ton of trial and error. It can be frustrating. Sometimes you got to get up and take a lap, get some water, right? So just be real that it's not like it is in the movies, okay? I'm trying to make this as entertaining as possible, but to be real, there are challenges, and I was unable to complete this range today because of that. And I had a little bit of help on the side, you know what I mean? So I just want to call that out. Guys, I want to thank all of you for being here today. I hope you got value from the stream. As always, I genuinely appreciate it. I'm going to continue doing Monday streams. Next week, we'll be looking at World of Haiku. We flip-flop between Haiku Pro and World of Haiku. I will tell you that Haiku Pro released a new range this past week called GDB Fundamentals. And if you want to learn about how to use the new debugger, which is used by malware analysts, software exploitation, security researchers, come check that out. We will be spending time working on new debugger, GDB, and looking at, I mean, we're really rolling up our sleeves and getting into the weeds, guys, because we'll be looking at the stack, we'll be looking at memory, we'll be looking at control flow, all those nasty, dirty little details we'll be getting in there. All right, so let's just look at chat really quickly, guys. The movie with Bruce Willis, really called after the hacker kid. Oh, yeah. Die Hard 4, I think it is. Wicked Cool Shell Scripts is what it's called. Thank you, Chris K. Hall. Halle Berry, yep. 2 people, 1 keyboard. Oh, my God. Guys, really quickly, this has got to be the most ridiculous. This is really the most ridiculous scene I've ever seen in my life. This is like such a jump the shark moment. This is such a jump the shark moment. Look at this. She's getting hacked with a port scan. Look out. McGee's going to help you. This is called a force multiplier. Let him on the keyboard, Abby. Look it. Now we're talking. Dude, it's 2 people working on 1 keyboard. That is the most ridiculous thing in media. That is so silly. I actually heard a rumor that the technical people that do this, they have a community of themselves in Hollywood, and they literally try to get the most ridiculous, non-real cyber scenes into shows. And currently, as my understanding goes, this is currently the winner, or the reigning champion, holding the hill for most ridiculous. Oh my God, it's so funny. Yeah, World of Haiku is for beginners. That's right. That's right. You know, I have tried to watch the movie Black Hat a couple times, and I always fall asleep. I don't know. Chris Helmsworth is really good. I don't know if the storyline is lame or something, or I just choose bad nights to watch it, but I literally fall asleep. I've tried it 3 times, and I'm done. We're going to need a bigger keyboard. That's right, Nick. Oh, my God. So funny. Leonardo, is that how you get the OSCP? Is you need a second person on the keyboard operating with you? Oh my God. That's so funny. I love it. What time is it? 5:23. This has been good. Enhance. That's right. Enhance. Who knows with AI? I guess the enhance thing's probably closer than we think. Yeah, don't maximize the Haiku screen. No, that's not going to work. Nicole. I will tell you that the Haiku Pro people are working on making that so you can make the screen bigger while maintaining resolution, so you actually get more screen real estate. Oh, Butler, that must explain why I got off that. I'll tell you one show that movie I liked with Chris Helmsworth. I think it was called Extraction. I think it was a Netflix only exclusive, but they released Extraction 2, which I haven't seen. I want to see it because the Extraction 1 was excellent, but I don't understand how Chris Helmsworth stars in Extraction 2, considering, no spoilers, but it seems unlikely that he could have made it for Extraction 2. Algorithm. No, I haven't, Nick Barker. Is that a recommendation or is it lulz? Leonardo needs a second person. That's right. That's what try harder means. Offensive security, when they say try harder, they mean bring a friend for the keyboard. Oh, man. Oh, that's cool. Butler NA saying that Extraction 2 is better. Justin saying it's worse. Okay, I guess we've got a difference of opinion. Interesting. He did get shot a lot in the movie. It's kind of crazy. And then he fell off a bridge that was like 70 feet high. So, all right, I'll watch Algorithm. All right, guys. Hey, I just want to remind everybody, since we're doing a little social, little hangout, a little talking shows and bringing up clips and stuff, I am launching, if you did not know, I am launching a new channel in, here, I'm going to show you guys right now. I'm launching a new channel in September called SC Cafe. Here's a little taste of what it's going to look like. All right, so that's a little teaser. That's a little taster of what you guys could expect with the SC Cafe. Simply Cyber will continue to stream. It'll be professional content 24/7. SC Cafe will be the more casual side of Simply Cyber, and we'll do things like this, kind of jaw-jacking and talking, and we'll also do, I was thinking about doing all sorts of things. AMA, resume roasting, movie watching. I also want to do Backdoors and Breaches events. So stay tuned for that. September 2nd. My pleasure. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Silent Hawk. I love the community. Love the community. Love serving this community. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Neat64. It's going to be a lot of that. I actually downloaded and I'm doing a bunch of graphic packs right now. For intros for the different shows, mid-rolls, outros. Like when I get like a squad membership or super chat or something, the graphics that come up, everything's going to be like 80s, 90s vibes, mostly 80s. So, all right, guys, I got to boogie out of here and try to go through my resume and see. Did I just say resume? Go through my email and see if that meeting I missed, if there was any. I'm sure I got some action items out of it because I missed it. All right, guys, I'm Jerry, your Simply Cyber community. Thank you all so very much for your time today. I had a wonderful time. Until tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern Time, stay secure. Be good, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that content. Keep the cybersecurity train going by connecting with the other Simply Cyber community resources. We have the Discord server that's lively and always keeps the conversation going. You can connect with me directly on LinkedIn. And also every single weekday morning on the Simply Cyber channel, we're doing live daily cyber threat briefings, 8 a.m. Eastern Time, as well as Thursday at 4:30 p.m. We're doing live stream interviews with industry experts, and we produce videos that we push out every Wednesday morning. I'm Jerry from Simply Cyber. I hope you enjoyed the content, and we'll see you in the next one.